Now, we are calling all wine lovers out there. The Nedbank Cape Winemakers Guild Showcase is back, and you're invited to meet the winemakers, pour a glass and enjoy the beautiful stories behind some of South Africa's most prominent wines and winemakers alike. And here to tell us all about this year's showcase is Nedbank's Group Executive for Marketing and Corporate Affairs, Kensani Nobanda. Great to have you here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a wonderful Thursday, hasn't it? The energy on the stage
The energy is amazing. We're not for nothing.
And I'm sure such is the energy that you are experiencing with the team as well with this year's fantastic showcase. But for those that aren't really too familiar with the Cape Winemakers Guild and how Nedbank got involved with them, give us a bit of background.
So the Cape Winemakers Guild is basically a collection of maximum 50 winemakers, and the aim of it is to make sure that South African wine competes with the best in the world. It's about raising the quality and the standards of South African wine.
Yeah. So when you are there and you attend what will be the main event in the auction, you'll be able to buy some very exclusive wine bottles, right?
Absolutely. You can't get these wines anywhere else but at the auction showcase itself, which is fantastic, because what the winemakers do is they might create other wines, so for example Graham Beck, but they will create specific special wines for the guild itself.
Absolutely.
So you can only get them at the showcase.
Yeah. So why did Nedbank decide to get involved with this initiative?
Look, I think, for us, in the context of growing the economy of South Africa, we all know that agriculture is an important part of that. And if our wine industry grows, obviously it creates jobs and all of that. So it's really a part of living our purpose of using our financial expertise to do good.
Yeah, and it also expands to other industries as well, because I mean, if the wine industry is doing very well, that attracts the wine lovers from all across the world to come and explore and to tour.
Absolutely.
All of that entailed in it as well. But a very important part of this project and this initiative is also the Protege Program. What does that entail exactly?
I mean, obviously the wine industry at the moment, as much as it's been working hard to transform, it's not at the levels that we want it to be. So the Protege Program is about getting young people, both from a racial perspective as well as from a gender perspective, to really be able to grow and become, the big and famous winemakers. So that's really what the program is about.
Yeah. Some success stories perhaps that have come from the program where it's been successful?
So we've got a young man, literally from Limpopo, who's created some fantastic...
That's no wine country at all.
Where does he know wine, But he's created some really beautiful red wines. He's just come back from Australia, where he did harvest there, learning more about wine, and his dream is to create his own wine brand. Wow. So we really want to help support him to do that.
That's extraordinary. So we might actually be buying his wine one day, and it might be seen, or it might be a collector's item.
It might be a collector's item.
So to those who might see themselves as future winemakers, future wine enthusiasts, maybe those that might even want to go into the industry and one day become a master sommelier, how do you get involved in something like the Protege Program?
So if you go to nedbankcwg.co.za, you'll get more information. You obviously have to apply for it and go through an interview process and all of that, but I think you can get all the information there. Yeah. But for some of us who know we're not going to be winemakers and just want to drink it
and enjoy it,
you can actually go to the showcase, which is tonight at the Cape Town ICC, and next week, Wednesday, at our Nedbank offices in Rivonia. Beautiful offices. So you'll enjoy wine and get great views.
So talk to us a bit more about the event. Is it just simply about booking a ticket and going to the showcase, or is there anything else that you kind of need to make sure that you have with you or book ahead of the time before you get to the event?
It's as simple as booking a ticket, which you can get on WebTicket, or again, go to nedbankcwg.co.za. But what you'll get there is all the wines that the Cape wine, the Guild winemakers have actually made from the last couple of seasons. You'll get to taste them on that day.
Wow.
So actually, and you know what I love about our showcase is you actually have the winemaker there.
Yes.
So you can have a story and a discussion with the winemaker about what inspired him. So it's not just a wine show where there's just a salesperson trying to sell you a bottle of wine. You can really get to the depth of the story. So you can enjoy it tonight at the CTICC. Yeah.
What have been some of your favorite wines to hear about and to taste and to experiment with?
So one of the longest serving winemakers who actually retired last year makes Le Riche Cabernet Sauvignon. We call him the Cab Sav King of South Africa. And and I think, his final wine last year was so beautiful. I've got a couple of bottles at home. I'm not saying you must come, but I'm just saying.
I'll take that as an open-ended invite. Choose to not use. But thank you so much, Kensani, for joining us. And good luck with the show. I know that a lot of strings have been working together together, a lot of bodies been working together to make this a massive success. And as we said early on, and as you said early on, for the promotion of not just the wine industry, but for the greater growth of the economy. And it's great to have Nedbank also involved in making this happen, painting the future a little bit brighter for our country. Thank you so much. So tickets for the 2019 Nedbank Cape Winemakers Showcase can be purchased via webtickets.co.za, which includes a free tasting glass for the event, which you will put to use, believe you me. The Cape Town Showcase is happening tonight, and the Johannesburg Showcase is taking place on the 21st of August. So do get your tickets, and for more information, you can also visit nedbankcwg.co.za. On that note, we're going to take a quick little break, but we do continue the feel good on the other side.